Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. It is Smite. How you guys doing today? Today it is a beautiful sunny day. It is 81 degrees out. I'm out on a ride on my 2020 SRF. So I've been actually doing a lot of miles on this bad boy since I got it. I already have we have 1669 currently. I bought this brand new and it had 6 miles on it, and that was just based off of their testing and stuff like that before they shipped it out. So all the miles on this are essentially mine. Now I did notice one thing is as a lot of people have noticed, I think I'm on 18 for the update, and I do have the ghost charging where the state of charge currently reads 79 and it says I have 61 miles of range, but that state of charge will drop like a rock and my range will not. So, and then you'll shut it off and then you'll gain like 10 to 15% range back. So it doesn't know what the battery is at. Now I didn't have that problem prior to it. Like it wasn't as drastic, like 1 to 5 percentile, unless I was really railing on it. Then after I'd let it sit, it would jump up 10%. And that was generally when I run it under 10. If I let it sit for like 5 minutes, it'd jump back up. But one thing I have noticed is like I like to run this bike hard. Right now I'm running it, I would say easy, but I have been doing a lot more spirited riding, and I really only get about 60 miles to a charge when I'm doing some aggressive spirited riding. So I was actually kind of considering getting the battery pack. The extra 3.6 kilowatt hours, making my 14.4 plus the 3.6 a whopping 18 kilowatt. I really have been considering that. It all depends on how the Doge goes, you know what I'm saying? To the moon! Oh man. But yeah, hopeful. No, for real though. I really, because by my math, I think, I can't think of the number right off the top of my head right now, but what I did is I took my average of 65 miles of aggressive riding, divided that by the 14.4 of the standard battery pack, and so I took that and then I took the 3.6 and divided that by the number, and it turns out the 3.6 will give me roughly 16 miles of aggressive riding. So it's an extra, if you round it up, an extra 20 miles. I mean, it'd be a substantial for mixed driving, but honestly I don't really get mixed driving. I was looking at a lot of you guys, and a lot of the people's averages is under 100, like 80 to 70 watt hours per mile. Not mine. I think my average is 100. I'm not easy at all on this bike, but I didn't buy it to go easy on it. I bought it to have a good time, and a cheap time at that. I'll run a whole day. We'll do 50 miles, and I only spent not even $1. So it's a good feeling on that aspect. We'll see what I actually end up doing. Let me know what you have done to your bike. I mean, the whole charging thing is not, like, I don't charge it, so charging faster wouldn't make a big difference to me at all. I don't go anywhere that I would use a charger. And honestly, I've always ever kept it in my range, but I think I would like an extra 10-15. But is the 10 to 15 miles of aggressive riding worth $3,000? That is the big question. I mean, it'd be different if I actually had to drive further and I needed the range, but that's my idea right now. Whoop. But I know I would enjoy it. I mean, it would give me a little range buffer, but not sure yet. So is there anybody out there with an SRF or the SRS with the extended range, the battery tank as they call it? And the thing is I can't find them. I'm gonna have to call the dealership and get a price on it, because Philippachi used to have it. That's where I got my little windscreen, but I don't know. I looked in the manual, they do make it, but I think I just had to have to call my dealer and then go from there, but we'll see. One thing I forgot to mention is that before, on the previous update, before I updated to this, I actually had some issues where I would notice huge power loss when I was below 50%, and I felt like the last update that I updated this to, which was the 18, I actually got all my power back, and you really notice the hit when it gets down to like 15, but the whole entire range I was getting you know, actually half decent power and able to break over 100 mile per hour. So I'm really happy with the fact of how this performs. It gives me the most consistent feel. So that's why I'm afraid to update it, is I don't know if they changed something after that, and I really like having all my power all the time, because I rarely get this down below 10%. So, and then to me that's kind of my limp mode if I have 10% left. So it's a toss-up. That's why I haven't chose to upgrade, because it does say that there's another one out there, but you know, this one's working great for me now, so do I really want to update it? That's my whole outlook on the situation. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and God bless.